Burning Mad, what up? What's up, guys? What it do, Nate? I'm finally here. Oh yeah, that's great. You're finally here, Nate. I'm gonna jump for joy. Nate's here. Watch out, guys. Big Nate. Nah, he's not banned. I just put him on timeout. We put him on timeout the other day. What up? Is it great to tune in? That's right, bro. That's right. It's great to have you guys. Next month we're gonna start our raffle off. Hell yeah, we're gonna start our raffle off next month. It's gonna be great. Oh, you noticed I had sarcasm? Let me tell you something, Nate. You know what I've noticed about you? That you're a little soft and sensitive. That's how I've always been. I'm a little sarcastic sometimes. Yeah, Dr. Andy had some far out fucking questions, dude. Far out. You know what I mean? Some crazy ones. He's just about movies and all this stuff. I used to be like, what is he talking about? That was the worst part. I'd be like, what is this guy talking about? You know, like, and not to be mean, is just say, fucking you know? The fuck are you talking about, dude? You know? How are you soft? I don't know. I just feel like you're kind of soft, Nate. Kind of soft. Kind of soft. But I know you're educated. I know that much. I know you know how to Google the shit out of something. You know what I mean? That's one thing I really don't like about our generation. They think that there's somebody or something because they can Google something, you know? Yep. What's up, lady? Come in. What did you get from the Cabazon?
Where you know Cabazon?
Oh.
There's
I'm
freaking
hungry,
pack.
dude.
I'm at Target.
Starving again. Can you believe that shit?
What?
No.
Who are you?
I've been eating a lot. It says we're talking about Mexico.
Are you doing it live?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Beth.
No, it's okay. Yeah, he had good questions. It's just that he's kind of a weirdo. So one of my viewers asked somebody something like fucking some weird shit. I never banned anyone. So we kicked him off. No, it's just you got to be careful, Nate. Like, you have a big old soft heart for indigenous people. I noticed that you're a softy for them. Have you seen Napoleon Dynamite?
Napoleon for, oh no, what's it called? Pedro for president?
Pedro for president. That's one of my favorite parts.
No, mine's when he's dancing.
Oh, when Napoleon Dynamite dances? That's a pretty good one, man. Yep. This guy's talking about Zacatecas. It's a fucking war zone there in Michoacan. Oh shit.
Did you ever have to read The Outsiders?
Yeah, Pony Boy and them. What about it? A lot of people don't know about that.
What's his name's reading it right now. It's cool.
Andrew.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good book.
I told my
Outsiders?
sister there's actually a movie.
Yeah, there's a movie. She didn't know that?
No.
God,
She's
they're
like a
horrible.
nerd.
Fucking yeah. For other things, they're fucking.
She's like, maybe I'll get the book and read it.
They're for some things, she'll love it. It's got fucking Danielson in it. You know that?
Doesn't it have Patrick Swayze?
Yep, Patrick Swayze, Danielson. Now we need Dr. Andy on our show for movies. Now we're talking about movies, and Dr. Andy's not here.
Dr. Andy?
Yeah, that's his name, Dr. Andy. They just some of my viewers just got some crazy shit. Like they say some crazy shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck are these guys saying? You know why they want to put troops in Zacatecas? Because it's the main drug route. It goes from Zacatecas through Nayarit, then all the way up. That's why they sent all that National Guard. My viewers don't even get my notifications anymore because of YouTube. YouTube banned me. I'm banned from YouTube. They call it shadow banned. Get it? Shadow banned? Ha ha ha. Oh yeah, my friend, his name is Rod Ramon, but I call him Rod Raymond. That's his YouTube name. He put ROD Ramon, and I put, oh, your name is Rod Raymond, and he's ha 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 ha. Yeah. Yep. You're shadow banned, not a big deal. Just get a new channel.
Again?
I have a new channel. Croatia, shut the fuck up. Croatia's gonna get banned next. Fucking Croatia. They all say that. Just get a new channel. I have a new channel. That shit don't work. It's a bunch of bullshit. I was doing fine till I picked on OG Shadow. If I want to say something about OG Shadow, I'd probably be alright. OG, do you sell religious paintings? No. I can get you one, though. Badass religious paintings. What kind? Anthony Luna?
Oh, I like his last name.
He's from Anaheim, too.
We know him.
Nah, I don't know him. I sent him a badass fucking drawing, though. He loved it. He hasn't? Nah, OG Shadow has not been on my show. Yes, someone told on me, Croatia said. No, I'm hungry. I'll make something to eat right now.
I want a coffee. You want a coffee? Yeah, make a coffee.
No, babe.
Want a little
I want turkey.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you say, hey, I'll warm me up some turkey and stuff?
Because you've been eating turkey since yesterday. You're gonna have like...
Fuck, I'll eat turkey till my eyes pop out. Hey guys, my family on my wife's side has a big fucking thing with eating leftovers.
I already ate turkey today.
Yeah, they're liars. They're Jews.
No.
They'll eat like a little bit just for the fuck of it to say they did, but they won't like mash it till their eyes come out like I do.
I won't. I'm not gonna lie.
No, they wouldn't make it in Croatia. Croatia said.
No, I probably wouldn't. Sorry.
No, you'd probably have to get rid of her. Croatia says there's no problem with lack of women in his country. Wait, what did you say, Croatia? That in your where you're from, that for a sweater you'll what? They'll do what to you? He said for a sweater. That's how poor they are where he's from. He said for a sweater they'll marry you. On a scale of 1 to 10, how corrupt is Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador? Okay, fucking Nate, if you're so smart, you little researching little bunny you. That motherfucker, remember his brother was Mayo Zambada's go-to guy in the Mexican military. Remember when Mayo Zambada got busted in Mexico City, the first person he called was Manuel Lopez Hablador. That's what my grandma used to call him. My grandma that died, she in Tijuana, I told her, what do you think of Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador? And she was like, oh, he's going to win presidency. She's all that lying bastard. I was like, oh, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people, Croatia says, a lot of people don't understand OG Black's sarcasm.
Or humor. I
Or
don't
humor.
either sometimes.
They don't, Croatia. That's because you guys don't like it, he said, because it is what it is, he said.
What they say, you're blunt?
I'm blunt, Croatia. Oh, I'm not rude, I'm just blunt. He met with Chapo's mom. No, he met with Chapo's... Oh, yeah, he did meet with Chapo's mom, too. Oh, Dirty Bird Gang. What's up, Tony Soprano? My man. My fucking Italian stallion. Yeah, it's like fucking Biden. All the stupid beaners voted for Biden, right? Why? Because they hated Trump. This is how stupid people are, right? I'll give you guys this lesson about this shit. It's the same thing that happened in prison, right? Look it. In prison, when I was in prison the first time, we had a shot caller, a llavero. Mean as fuck, right? But everything was better. We all got to eat every day. We had spreads every day, right? But he was just really voicing, gave his opinion. Like, if he saw you all fucked up, he'd tell you, hey, why do you look shot out? Or why do you look like that? Or why are you dressed like that? He had no fucking problem asking you or telling you what the fuck was wrong with you. I really liked him. It was I like being on, and people didn't like it because on that yard for, which is brutal, guys, for $75 fucking dollars, you got taken off the yard. Omar Castaneda, what up, homeboy? For $75 fucking dollars, they took you off the yard. And when being taken off the yard means that 3 fucking guys get you, 4 guys, 5 guys. The bigger, badder you are, the more guys they send you. And they fucking light you up. And they cut you from ear to fucking ear. You know? And I like that yard. It was cool. Like every other day there was somebody was being removed. Somebody's getting the shit beat out of them. Somebody's getting fucked up. I loved it. It was fucking action packed. Well, when he left, we got a fucking soft asshole. Everybody's like, oh, I like this fool. He's cool. We were fucking starving. Fools were stupid. There was no rules. Shit was garbage. That's what I don't like about people. Look, Joe Rogan, who fucking hates President Trump, he's hated him since the beginning. Joe Rogan did an analysis of Trump, Biden, and fucking Barack, okay? Out of those 2 fucking presidents, the economy has dwindled. Our economy was triple when we had Trump. Our crime rate in LA was actually down by 42%, which is weird, right? Why? Because Trump's fucking, he may be a piece of shit, but he cares more about the country than he cares more about individual people, and people don't like that. Obama and Biden are socialists. That's right, Nate. That's why I like Nate. Nate's a little shithead. He's like, no, he's one of those, I don't know what he is. I don't know if he's Mexican or what, but he's one of those arrogant, white, little educated assholes, I think. Like that he went to a good school and his parents went to a good school. So you can't fucking lie to him. I don't know. I'm a communist, Nate. Croatia said he's a communist. I like communists. Communist is cool. Yeah, he says, thanks, Black, I am. Yeah, I know. I knew it. Like Nate's one of my only viewers that has knowledge of shit that people should know, but they don't. Like, I'll give you a good one, guys. I was at where did we go eat? Lucille's? What was that for?
Your mom's birthday.
We went to Lucille's for my mom's birthday, right? And my mom has a guy that she kind of took in for a long time. He let me stay at his house in Mexico when I wasn't around, so he's kind of like family. So long story short,
you even call me your little brother.
Yeah, I call him my little brother sometimes. Even the ugly one. He's the ugly one. And long story short, his mom and his dad started talking about stuff and saying stuff. And I'm like, aren't you from Mexico City? And he was like, yeah, I am. And I'm like, you're a dirty Indian. And they got mad. I think he didn't like it because I called him a dirty Indian. Just like Nate gets all butthurt when I talk about Indians. He wants me to call them indigenous people. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, so anyways, what's up, Brandon? So he was talking about Mexico and being proper and being all okay. I understand this. Look, I came from the barrio and everything. Just because you come from the barrio or you come from animals, it doesn't mean you got to act like an animal. But recognize that you came from a shithole place. Okay? Those motherfuckers, that's one thing that I've always hated about people from Mexico. My mom and them used to shit in holes. Okay? These motherfuckers came to this country and all of a sudden they forgot that they shitted in holes. Let me tell you guys something. I never forget that I went to prison. I never forget that I ate out of a fucking trash can. When you give me a fucking hamburger and there's mayonnaise or mustard or some bullshit in it and then people go, but you fucking like that. I don't take it off though. I'm not a piece of shit. It's just that people have likings and likes so much that they'll oversee that and they forget. And I understand. Someone told me in prison. So what you're telling me is that because you ate shit, you're going to eat shit your whole life. No, that doesn't mean that. It's just when you're offered shit, don't act like you never fucking ate it. That's what I'm saying. Don't act like you never fucking ate it. You know, that's like one thing, like, you know, like, it is what it is. What do I think about communism? You hate it? No, I don't hate communism, Croatia. I kind of like it. You know why I like it? Because I believe everybody has a role. I believe that, like I've told you before, like my dad taught me, if you know your role and you like your role, the machine works better. You know what I mean? It's people don't like being the bottom of the shoe. They always want to be the top of the shoe. You know, they don't want to get stepped on, you know? Hey, you got to, man. Sometimes it is what it is. Look, let me tell you something, Tony. Nate, Croatia. You know why I like MS so much? Because I know that if you woke up every day and you acted like you act in your heart, you'll never starve, you'll never need protection, and you'll always have love. Whether that love is fake or not, like I've told you guys before, I don't give a fuck when I die. Even if you didn't like me, cry. Why? That's just how fucked up I am in my head. Yeah, it's the same shit. Communism, they have rich, they have poor. You know what I mean? He said, Jared Rondon said props to OG Black. Yeah, I never really gave a shit. It's like this, look. One time I lived somewhere, right? The person's told me, all we want you to do is to behave and go to school. And I said, no fucking way. It's different, guys. It just all depends. It all depends. A lot of people don't like that because they say that you're encouraging it. You know, like my dad, my mom used to get mad because I smoke weed. And my dad goes, at least he's not fucking slamming heroin. People don't like that because it deminimizes what you're doing wrong, which is correct. I'm never saying it's not correct, but you know, communism is dead. Yeah, it sure is, Tony Soprano. That's why everything went to shit. That's why you have so many protective custody yards. That's why you have so many rats. You know, like my dad said, you know why people rat? And I said, why, Dad? He goes, because the first motherfucker that ratted, he goes, we should have dragged him out in the middle of the street, he goes, and executed him in front of his wife and kids and his mom and dad. And it's true. People have no shame anymore. They have no problem. You know what I mean? Like, I'll tell you something my homegirl told me one time. I told her, hey, why aren't you with fucking so-and-so no more? She goes, he's a fucking lame.
Ouch.
I'm like, what do you mean he's a lame? She was all like, he was a good dude. He worked, treated you good. So he was a fucking lame. There's some people that can't be with someone knowing who they really are. Like Tony Soprano. Like if people knew right here, like that Tony Soprano's family's all mafiaed up, and they probably wouldn't even like you, Tony. They'd be like, fuck that dirtbag. He said, Tony said, Germany has a socialist party and they've been doing great for decades. No shit, huh, Tony? Yeah, China's only got a communist party and they're worth hundreds of billions. You know, Tony Soprano, this is the thing. Like I said yesterday, there isn't one way to skin a cat, remember? You remember what I told you when my cousin told me one time when he said, you like to get your, yeah, no, what'd he say? He said, have you ever got your dick sucked with the finger in your butt? And I said, no. He said, how do you know you don't like it? I said, because I know I don't like it. He said, motherfucker, remember when you were a kid? He goes, and my mom used to make Brussels sprouts, and he goes, and you fucking hated them? I'm like, yeah. He said, tell me you don't like Brussels sprouts now. I go, that's different. And he said, bullshit. Akira, it's bad. He calls it milking the prostate. He calls it. Oh yeah, shit, Brandon. Look at how fucked up the world is. Last night, I'm having dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, right? Me and I don't know how this conversation came up, but I did my usual bitching and complaining about something, right? And I was like, "Look, I'm fucking blind, can't you see?" And my brother-in-law, right? He was like, "Really? You're blind?" Oh, dude, guys. I felt like cracking him in the head. I was like, "Are you fucking serious? Like, are you fucking, look at my fucking eye." And he's like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Oh my god." I was like, "Oh my god." I think, why people I think don't give a shit, and it's true what my mom said, because it's never happened to them. How does communism appease to me then? I like communism because you're told what to do, and they already got a written plan for you. I love a sure thing, guys. I fucking love a sure thing. I love that shit. Like, tell me tell me how shit's gonna work out and we're fucking good. I have anxiety because I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Like, look at people tell me, "Oh, how could you sleep during a prison riot when there was gonna be a riot next door or next day?" I couldn't sleep. I slept okay. I didn't sleep the best, but I slept. You know why? Because I knew what was gonna happen. We're gonna go out to the yard. The hitters are gonna handle business. Dudes are gonna get stabbed. Yard's gonna go down. We're gonna lose canteen. They're gonna hit our house. They're gonna do this. They're gonna do that. So hey, man, fucking bring it on. You know what I mean? That's how communism is. No, I've never seen the Karl Marx. No. When I was in jail, we tried to get that book and they wouldn't do it. Yeah, but it is what it is, man. I wonder where my little buddy EGA Tricks is at. He was sick the other day. He said, "Yup, Black, you're a communist." I wonder. Here's a question for you guys. My dad, right? When I was growing up, one thing my dad didn't like was noises at night, and he didn't like to be snuck up upon, right? He said Nate's all mad now. He said, "I'm surrounded by communists. Of course I'm mad." Oh my god. Yeah, we're always under some sort of communist. I don't mind it. Did my dad lay broken glass around the house? No,
Grandma
my grandmother did that, Croatia.
on the fence.
All around the fence and fucking everywhere. Croatia's a voodoo man. He says I need to go get my coffee read.
Does he know how to do that?
No, he don't know. I need to go see the gypsies. Look at, see? No, along the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the cement.
Yep.
So nobody climbs.
Nobody climbed that shit. No shit, we do that. They said Croatia. Yeah, we do that. Yeah, my grandma, but the small, yeah.
That's a big thing in Mexico.
Do I want Mexico to go communist? I don't care. I don't care if the U.S. goes communist. No, I haven't seen Nick's crazy video. Why? He's funny or what?
Yeah, I talked to him in a while.
No, I haven't talked to Nick in a minute. Yeah, you guys use broken glass too, and yeah. Trying to tell their people how to live. Only people who do whatever they want are the wealthiest. Government treats people like crap. When to sleep too. Hey, that works for me. I used to like that shit. I used to get all happy in jail. They used to tell me, "Hey, Gary, you're a real fucking convict." I said, "Why?" They said, "You're already in bed and it's not even lights out." I said, "Turn the lights off. Turn the lights off." I used to be like, I used to get all happy. I'm a piece of shit, huh? I liked it. That's how I am, bro. I like being told what to do. I had you hated being locked up. Look, I didn't like it either, and I'll tell you why I didn't like it. I'm not a fucking liar like I told you guys before. Okay, I didn't like it because I didn't have shit. There was one time, and I told you guys this story before. There's been a time when I was in jail and I got taken care of and I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care. I was like, I'm getting fucking canteen, fucking $100 fucking week phone call, fucking this. I'm good. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And that's how fucked up it is, guys. You know, people say, how can you think that way, OG Black? And I'm going to explain to you why people think that way, or at least my opinion for it. You guys got to understand something about gangs and people. You know, my homie one time told me this. I told him, hey, Ricardo, you don't trip that when you get home, everybody's going to know that you're a fucking murderer and that you did all this shit in prison and that you're from Emma and your family's going to look at you different. And he told me like this. He goes, look, I'm going to tell you something, homie. He says, I live at home with my mom, my dad. He goes, my wife and my sisters. He says, I wash my own fucking clothes. He says, I make myself to eat. He said, yeah, me and my wife are together and we fuck. He's all, but check it out, homie. He goes, I found out I could do all that shit on my own. And I said, what do you mean? And he's like, hey, look, vato. He said, I really didn't give a fuck about hyenas before. He said, but hey, Holmes, you turn the motherfucking lights off. He goes, you knock them out. It's the same shit, perro. I was like, oh, this one has no standards. It's not that he didn't have no standards. Is that he's like fucking Croatia. How the fuck you gonna hurt Croatia when Croatia ain't never had shit? And when he did have something, it was better than nothing. Than what he had for sure. That's for sure. Yeah. Okay, look, I'll give you guys a good example. My homie Capone was married to this girl for 14, 15 years. I had done my first term with Capone. I saw Capone the last 6 months of my last second term, and he asked me for some stamps because he needed to send a package home, and he didn't have enough stamps. And I'm talking about he was sending like a $20 fucking envelope, right? He asked me for like $5 worth of stamps. I said, "Fuck, Holmes." I said, "You got a lot of fucking stamps." He's like, "Oh, it's because I'm sending this to my hyena." And I told him, "Hey, fool, how is your kid's mom? How's your ruka doing?" He's like, I'm not with that bitch no more. And I was like, why? And he's like, nah, Holmes. I was like, oh, this fool. You know, my father-in-law taught me something one time. He said that a stupid indigenous Indian from Oaxaca, once he ate a steak from the big city, he would never go back to that shitty steak. And I never thought of that. And my father-in-law was right. Remember, guys, OG Black is a piece of shit. But remember this, at least I'm a piece of shit and I recognize the good that people do. You know what I mean? And I acknowledge it. I told my wife one time I didn't give a fuck if I was a doctor, a lawyer, an astronaut. My family wouldn't acknowledge it or give a fuck about it anyways. So like my homie said, then don't do shit then. You know what I mean? Fuck them. And then someone said, do it for yourself. Get the fuck out of here. I'm happy the way I am. The only reason I want to do anything is to make you fucking happy. You know? Happy. Patty Love says, OG's a real one. My dad told me that one time, and I never thought of it. My dad says, I don't have a fucking problem with myself. My dad says, I have a problem with myself because you do.
Oh, when your mom would come home,
yeah. And it was true.
Yeah. You would have a problem with, either mom's getting home.
Yeah. My wife's just saying it right now. Black, we're going to open up a penny scheme, and when I come to America, make a shit ton of money. I wish, Croatia. I'm down, man. Shit. Like I told you guys when I was in prison, right? How do you think I almost got a job taking care of Don Chelo's kid? Check this out. Don Chelo asked me one time, he goes, hey, mijo, if I gave you $1 million, would you shoot yourself in the head for your family? I said, probably do it for cheaper. And he started laughing. I think people value themselves too much. Why didn't I join the military, Croatia? Because I was diabetic.
Diabetic monkey.
I didn't become a cop because I was too stupid. I never, Croatia, I'm going to tell you something. The only influence I had in my life or anybody that really taught me anything was my father. One of my greatest role models is a fucking pimp named Philly. Check out my boy Philly, right? My boy Philly bought me my first watch. He bought me a Seiko, a blue aqua Seiko. It cost $250. I never forget it. He bought it for me because I had got ridden 4 pounds of weed in one day, and somebody had traded it to him. My boy Philly died of full-blown AIDS. Not just of AIDS, but full-blown AIDS. But my boy Philly was crazy, man. He used to make VHS pornos. One time, me, my buddy Clumsy, and his girlfriend went to the house, right? And my homie Clumsy's girlfriend, she'd been my friend since I was a little kid. And Philly told her, look, pull any movie out of this whole thing right here. He goes, and it's somebody I'm having sex with. And we were like, no fucking way. There was tons of movies, right? Like fucking, I'm talking about like at least 30 or 40 of them, right? That I could remember. And I remember my friend, she just got one, just chose one. And she puts it in and fucking straight fucking first scene is Philly getting a blowjob. And I was like, oh my fucking Lord. And that's the kind of people I grew up with, Croatia. I'll give you another example. My homegirl, Sea Dog, when I was a kid, she taught me, you never do this and you never do that and you never do this for a girl. You know why? Because she said, if a bitch is gonna like you, she's gonna like you, mijo. Regardless of what you fucking do for her. He said, you could treat that shit like bitch. You could treat that bitch like shit, she said, and she'll still like you. I learned that at an early age, Croatia. early age that I had a good mouthpiece and that I had an okay face. And I didn't learn that on my own. I was taught that. Even when I went to jail, I was taught that. You know, and people don't see it, you know. You know, that's one thing I tell Nate and I tell Don Easy and all my viewers that are young here. Don't sell your fucking self short, guys. Don't fucking do that. Don't fucking do that. Why? Because you have an opinion and a mindset of yourself. But you fucking never know, bro. You never fucking know. My back hurts. What's up? That's right. Like, look it. I told you guys about my homeboy Mickey. Mickey's uglier than man. But Mickey got a fucking gonzo. Yep. Nate says, I'm not gonna lie. I always sell myself short. You know why, Nate? Because you need to find a person that's gonna teach you the value of yourself, Nate. And once you find that, don't let it go, stupid fuck. Remember what I told you about ships passing by and going? Why? He said. Because there's been people around you that have told you stuff, and those are the people that you admire their opinion. And when you admire their opinion, you start to think that it is true. You know, but don't sell yourself short, Nate. Look, and like I've always told you too, Nate, I'm not gonna lie to you, you could work your ass off and not have shit. You know what I mean? That's why I always told you people are fucking pieces of shit. They only admire what they can achieve. Like you don't like, okay, look at like I'll give you a good example, and you guys, I use this because you guys are all porn freaks. Okay? No, you guys are. You guys already admitted. All my viewers are porn freaks, so you know. Okay, so check this out. You'll never ever. The only way I've only heard 2 girls do this before in my life, and that's because those girls were really secure of themselves. And it don't matter if people tell you shit like, "Oh, you're ugly, you're fat, you're fucking this, you're that." That's all in your mind. You allow that shit to happen, okay? But people are so bad, they only admire what they can do or what they can become. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, if a girl sees a really pretty girl with fucking nice pants on, nice shirt, she's not going to tell her old man, "Hey, look, that bitch looks nice," or "Hey, yeah, she looks okay." No, they're actually in their mind, they're going to downgrade them. Why? Because they know that whatever diet, food they eat, whatever, they're never going to look like that. Let me tell you something my homegirl taught me one time. She said, "I don't give a fuck how much working out, what you do, what you eat. You ain't never going to have an ass bitch, and you ain't never going to grow some tits. You know, but you can buy them. You know, and it is what it is. You know? But that's how us as humans we are. We only admire what we can achieve. We don't admire what we cannot. And a lot of people don't understand what that means. You do it naturally because you know better. You know? Yeah. You want to know something, Croatia? Someone told me one time. It was my buddy Ian. He told me, if you were to listen to 20% of your own advice, he told me you would be phenomenal. You know, I think the only reason I don't listen to my own advice is because for some reason it doesn't work for me. I think that's always been my problem, or I've always been afraid to do something because it just doesn't work for me. You know what I mean, Croatia? At least my dad didn't lie to me, you know? My dad never lied to me. My dad even told me, you're never gonna have anything unless you lie and cheat your way to get it, mijo. I was like, there's no fucking way, but he was right. You know? This is OG Black's the best life coach. Do you guys like when I do this? They said. I don't leave my comfort zone. No, I've done it. Trust me, my whole life I've left my comfort zone. I've been out of my comfort zone for a long time. Look, let me tell you guys something. One time, I'm not gonna lie to you. And they told me this. I acknowledge it. They told me that I didn't leave the house for a week, for 9 days. They said that all I was doing was eating and smoking weed and watching TV and sleeping. Do that for 9 days. Can you believe that shit? I was like, huh? Huh? Yeah. I was like, fuck, man. And they said I was happy. They said I was cool. I didn't bother nobody. They said that my sugar levels are all fine and everything. I was like, fuck. Backhurt said, you can tell when a woman has ready to settle down by her years. Her Arby's roast beef looks very well.
Huh?
He says you can tell when a girl is ready to settle down by the Arby's roast beef she has become. Fatty Love said, haha, true. Yep. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go, man. Yep, there you go, Croatia. Me too, man. Yep. All right, man. You guys have a good night, man.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do it with the witch hazel because they're super dark.